In this video, I'll show you how to change the phone screen on an iPhone SE. You can see this screen is pretty cracked up, and there's actually some places where there's holes in the glass, so it just needs to be replaced. The new phone screen cost about $20 on Amazon, and it comes with pretty much all the tools you'll need to change it. There's some miscellaneous screwdrivers. In this case, this is the only one you need, which is the star bit for 2 screws at the bottom. The only other thing you might need is something small to get in the screws and clean out the heads so this can actually fit in there, because if there's dirt in there it won't seat correctly and you could strip them out. Here's one of the 2 screws that I just removed from these 2 ports right here. Probably the only other tool that doesn't come with the kit is a heat gun, or you could probably just use a hair dryer. All you're doing is loosening up the adhesive on the screen that keeps it down and waterproof. A heat gun will work better because it gets it hotter and you can warm that up and peel the screen back. We'll stick on the provided suction cup and try and pull up on that screen, and it should pop up from the bottom. It's starting to separate a little bit, and once it does, it comes with these little picks. I'm going to work in there, and I'll get another end in the corner there. Start to separate it from the phone body. Careful when you get up to the top, because this is where the wires are in the top section. Actually, the wires are a little bit farther down here, just above the home screen. Just want to be a little careful of that, just to keep that in mind. I'll also carefully disconnect it there. So now the screen is free. Okay, and there's the wire at the top as well. So you'll unfold the phone kind of like a book, and then that's hot. You can see one of the wire connection goes right here, and that's covered by a little panel that's held on by a few screws. And this wire goes in underneath a panel right here that's held on by a few screws. So we'll need to remove those metal shields, and then these wire connections just pop right off. It looks like there's 4 screws on this panel, one right here, 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 and here. You're going to remove all 4. I'll take this cover off, and you can see the connection there that we need to pop off. The kit comes with this little pry tool you'll need, and you'll just carefully get under that, pop it off. Now we'll take off this shield up top, which has 3 screws, one right here, one over there, and one on top. We'll remove that top panel. And the top connector here, we'll take that off. There's another one down here. Pop that off, and the screen, carefully move it away, is free. And here's the new screen. It's always good to compare parts. Make sure that the part you're putting on is the right piece before you start trying to stick it on and it won't fit. We need to transfer a few pieces over from this screen over, like the front camera and the button on the front of this screen. Take off the front camera with what looks to be probably about 4 or 5 screws. There's the first piece off. Give it a little pressure up. Now this silver box here is the front speaker. That'll go about right there. We're going to remove this metal plate right here, which is held on by screws all along the frame. Now this metal plate is held in with screws all along the frame, and we can go ahead and remove that. Take this bottom plate off. You're going to need to remove this metal shield here that's held on with a little bit of adhesive on these ribbon cables and then the screws all around the perimeter. To get the home button out here, it pops out from the front, and to get the circuit board off, you might want to use a little bit of heat from the heat gun to warm up the front of the screen, and then you can just take the whole mechanism out. And to get the whole front speaker camera combo off, again, just use the heat gun a little bit to warm up the front of the screen and just pry it off. It's held on with a little bit of glue, and just do it gently. I'm going to peel this up a little bit from the bottom so I have access to the hole. We'll reinstall that button. This mechanism here slides down in this little tab that comes down from the screen that has the snap together connector. Just going to put those together. Get that to click. A little bit of heat. I'm going to pull off that little camera holder. And I'll put it back on the new one. Pull off the red sticker here. Next, this plate will go on before this bottom plate. Now we'll put this plate in place and screw it in. Then we'll put those screws back in around the edge. With a little heat here, you can get this little plastic cover off. Again, just be gentle with it like all the pieces. There we go. And we'll set the other one in place. We'll take the front speaker, that whole assembly here, start to put that in place. Just take it off, put it back on in the same order you take it off. It'll be a little bit of fun. Pretty meticulous here. Just press this into the place that it was before, and there should be some residual glue there that kind of holds it in place. And this box goes in next, underneath that. And we'll push the camera back in place just like that. This plate sits back down, and we'll push those screws in as well. Now we've got the front screen reassembled, all the parts transferred over. Let's go ahead and start sticking it on. Got the bottom connectors in, let's get the top next. I'll actually have to take those connectors off again, but what I want to do first is just make sure the screen power's on. I'll need to reapply the adhesive around, which comes in the kit, but I just want to test it first. Alright, now that I know everything's working, we can turn everything off again, take those connections off, put that seal back on, stick it all back together. Now a problem I was having when I first put everything back together and tested it was that nothing was happening on the screen. It was just a black screen, turn it on, nothing was happening. But I knew that the phone was on, like whenever I clicked the home button I felt it vibrate, or when you flipped the vibrate silent switch on and off, I would feel it vibrate. So I knew that the phone was running, I just knew I wasn't getting display. So I did a little bit of research, and what I did was I disconnected the battery, disconnected the phone screen, and then reseated the connections and reconnected the battery, and that just like was a hard reset, and it got the screen to work again. And you're probably going to need to pick off some of the old adhesive that's still stuck on there. This is certainly a very tedious process, especially getting this glue off here. We'll stick the adhesive on. We'll press that in around all the edges, then we'll peel that up. And we'll set everything back together. Keep in mind though, I still have that battery disconnected. That'll be the last thing to plug back in. Now we'll reconnect the battery. Check and make sure everything turns on before we completely reassemble everything. Lastly, I'll put these little shields back on. We'll start to fold this back together. Those two bottom screws that pretty much hold everything together. We get to peel off the top there. Looks real nice. And that's how you can replace the screen on a iPhone SE. This is the second generation. It took me about 2 hours total, and it was kind of a pain, but we got it done.